Hey guys, welcome back to Keeping It Real. So on this week's video, we're going to talk about the social classes, higher, middle, and lower, which we obviously know what they are. So let's go down to the basics. The lower class, people call them the bums, the drug addicts, the people who don't do anything, who live on welfare, live on all that. The middle class, they're the hard-working class, they're the pack mules of this country, they're the ones that have to pay the most taxes. And the upper class, or the higher class, however you want to say it, it's the class that, has tax breaks because they have the money, are the ones that have all that nice, shiny new stuff, that you want. This video is not to bash on the upper class. Trust me. But it's more about the unfairness of it. How that there's a big line in between upper, middle, and lower. I'm pretty sure the lower and the middle are closing up, but we still have a huge one between, the higher and middle. The middle class has actually been separating itself into two groups. The middle class with the money, and the middle class without the money. So it's, separating and making this into two classes, Well, making into four classes, I guess. Upper middle, lower middle, then we have the lower, and then the upper class. But what about this that makes it a bit of a problem? What about this that makes it, unfair? That things that one would love to have. Well, let's start with one thing. I know plenty of my friends are starting college this coming fall. Many are going into what they love. Many are going into a job. Many are searching for a better future. And to my friends that are going out into college or that are in college, they have to pay massive amount of tuition money. That money that they could have used to save for a house or something, They have to get jobs in order to pay their tuition and their books. Because schools are getting a lot more expensive. In high school, we have to pay for, in most schools in high school, we have to pay for lunch. Because our parents were in that financial era, which you didn't get free lunch and another kid did and stuff. Apparently that happens. I guess it does. But with schools being more expensive, I get that there's like student loans and all that stuff, but you have to pay those back. And we don't have the money. That's like a whole lifetime of paying loans back. With the people with the money, it's like a day or two, Like, with the people with the money, their parents pay for that stuff because, parents want the best they can give for their children. And I don't mean to bash on parents or anything, it's just, we live in a country where we value the life of someone richer and value the education of someone without the dough. We live in a country where school fundings are being cut. Music and arts. We live in a country where teachers have to spend their own money in order to get what they need for their classes. Pencils, notebooks and stuff, markers. Where teachers have to spend their own little hard-working money that was meant for their food or their house or something on the supplies that schools can give. We live in there's so many social standards. The rich could get away with stuff because they have the money. They pay the bond out. That guy from California, the one that went to Stanford that raped that girl, got like 3 months or 6 months. Why? Because he couldn't even eat properly or something, right? That was fucking stupid. His dad fucking paid for him to get out early. Right? It's all about the money in this country. Money makes the world go round. Money does this, money does that. and we're separating. Many people boycotted that. Many people were angry that he got out, and he shouldn't have gotten off that easily. He's getting full-time punishment for just 20 minutes of action. You know what? Shut the fuck up. Yes, that happened months ago. But the reason I bring that up is because with money, people think they could get away with stuff. You see Justin Bieber getting in trouble all the time. You see Miley Cyrus and all the celebrities getting in trouble, and they get away with it with, like, what, a day in jail or something? Because they have the amount of cash to bail them out for something? I'm sorry, am I the only one seeing something wrong here? Am I the only one seeing something that's not right here? Of course not. The whole country sees it. But we're being divided at an uneven line. The money that the higher people have and the lower don't shows us how much of a difference there is. Shows us who basically a lot of the government favors. Yes, they're giving more to schools. Yes, they're trying to give more. But I think it's somewhere in Switzerland or somewhere in the east side, you know, across the ocean. They have, a country has free college, free medical care for everyone around them, all their people. Their gun laws are strict and they hardly have any problems. There may be some shooting once or twice, but they're strict about it. And in the US, we can't even control one person. And their prisons, they're clean. Their prisons, they hardly have people. And they come out all nice and new and feeling better. But here in the US, we don't have that. Here in the US, we're dealing with, we put people behind bars for, like, well, I get that it's like a major drug problem that gets you, like, thrown in jail for something, you know, that's bad or something like that. I get that. But, like, for carrying a little bit of weed, like an ounce or two of weed. Yeah. Europe, college, free college. Over there, yeah, gun laws and stuff. We're fucked up over here in the United States. They say that we have so many more immigrants coming up, right? Coming over here. Honestly, people want to get out of here because of how stupid this place has become. America was said to be the greatest country of all time. The land of opportunity. We have ruined that, America. And I'm deeply ashamed of you, and you all know you've been ashamed of our country as well. But enough said about that. We've been divided by money. We've been divided by social classes since the beginning of when money actually began. From Europe, Asia, Africa, anywhere. Mexico, South America, North America, anywhere. All our countries that have dealt with money, which is 6 out of 7. And we're too blind to see it, that the more we get divided, the more fights there are, the more pain, the more misery. Hey, but I'll leave you guys on that note. Alright? See how well we've been divided. See how much our country cares. See how much America hates itself. How much it's destroying it. How much we're destroying ourselves. On that sad little note, I'll see you guys next week. Here, on Keeping It Real.